We're back.
And welcome back to A Dose of Candor with Jay and Lee. And today is our Freestyle Friday.
It is. Oh my goodness.
It's been a week mainly for you.
It's been a couple of weeks. I don't know. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I've had it. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
A lot of fun things.
But we're recording. Can you please turn your volume off? Thank you.
Quick intermission.
I don't know. I'm like tired of like editing and stopping things and redoing it when it's just
yeah.
We did, but you weren't listening. Oh.
Anyways,
did I say it's been a week or 2 weeks or?
Yeah, you said it's been a good couple of weeks.
But yeah. So no, I'll let you start though. How was your week?
Well, obviously we didn't see each other Monday because I was still, I wasn't technically still like watching the dog because my uncle came back at like 3 o'clock in the morning. But I did pull like an all-nighter because I said I stayed up until like 11 and I was like hallucinating.
Oh, yeah.
I thought everything was so funny. Like my girl, because I told my friend, because she told one of her other friends who was also on the call with us to spell retarded or stupid, something like that. And she goes, "That's what you are." So I told her to spell uneducated and she flicked me off. And then all of a sudden I started laughing because my grandma started spelling uneducated. She goes, "What, did I start spelling it wrong?" I go, "No, I told my friend to start spelling uneducated because I was going to say that's what she was."
Right.
Yeah.
So y'all were messing around with one another.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. There's been a couple of days this week where, because I have not been able to fall asleep at night.
But that's because you've had like things almost every single day.
So stressed out too with a bunch of stuff. And
I feel like whenever you have things going on the next day where you have to like get up early or even semi like
later, it's like you still can't sleep. I've noticed that about you. It's like when you have nothing planned, like you can sleep perfectly fine, but it's like the next, like when you know you have something the next day.
When I know I have obligations, it's like I'm afraid I'm gonna like miss something or be late to something or so it's like, so I like set my alarms anyway, anyway. So no, there's just, it's constant. But the good news is that Anna no longer needs to go to the vet for any more checkups because she's considered healed.
She's considered healed.
They want to do like allergy testing and stuff.
Yeah.
Which they said we could still wait a few months because I did change her food because obviously like they needed taken off their puppy food anyway. Yeah. So when they suggested like switching her food, I'm like, well, that's fine. I was going to switch her food anyway because they're still on the puppy food. They just turned a year. And so I was, going to put them on adult food anyway. So I have them on a lamb and rice diet right now. But they said that some dogs are also allergic to lamb. So to keep an eye on it. So I'm like, okay, well, that'll be another thing to just keep an eye on. But yeah, so she's taken care of. I've had appointments. My oldest that's sitting over there has had appointments. Honestly, I never knew ingrown toenails were such a big deal.
Yeah.
Have you ever had them? No?
I've never had an ingrown toenail.
So when he showed me the other night, you were here, right? When he showed me? Yeah. And of course I called my mom because everyone calls their mom, right?
Well, not everybody.
Well, no. Okay. So like my dad, I know has had really bad ingrown toenails and I know he had to have surgery when he was younger, for it. So I was like, oh no, like, so we went to the podiatrist today and he kind of took care of it. He's on like an antibiotic and stuff now. So that
he's living his life at the moment.
Right. But no, and really honestly, my week has just been kind of other drama with like divorce related stuff and it's all grown up stuff. My stuff is not entertaining at all whatsoever. It is the realities of adulting and it sucks.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah. But my surgery's coming up.
Yeah. Monday.
It'll be nice.
Yeah, all of our episodes for next week will be pre-recorded.
Yeah, because I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
Yeah.
I mean,
So it's like we're taking even if she does feel like 100%, we're just gonna pre-record it in general.
We just need to prepare.
Well, yeah, we would rather be be prepared instead of like not being prepared.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's weird because like this eye's been watering a lot the last few days, and like I can tell when like I can feel the pressure more and more on things because like my ear will hurt and like I can so I'm just ready to have this
like this side of your face normal
fix and it's all in, and so I'm just like I don't care really what you have to do at this point, just like make me normal again, make me healthy
like I'm tired
again.
of this,
like whatever is in there get out. But no, so honestly like my stuff's not entertaining, guys. It's just very like reality based.
You're like basic life.
Yeah, basic life. Yeah, and I don't understand like why kids are such in a hurry to grow up, because it sucks.
Well, my reasoning for wanting to like.
Yeah, I know. And I was kind of like that too. And I was, kind of like wanted to, I needed to get out and be free.
Free.
But no, it's, I don't know.
Like it's boring.
But you made some big decisions this week though.
Should I mention that?
Do you know what? Oh, well, I wasn't even thinking about your dating stuff, but I was thinking school-wise.
Oh, yeah. So I am now, because I don't know if we mentioned this, but I said before I was going to go back during second semester. But change of plans.
Mm-hmm.
Jess is going to go back during first semester and going to obviously finish out until her senior year.
What made you decide to go ahead and go back in person so soon? Because I thought
my mom.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were going to try to get like a second opinion about your surgery and stuff before you made any of those.
But also, I didn't even tell any of this to you. But I was also kind of thinking it would be smarter for me to go back during first semester.
Yeah, my only concern, though, is that you're going to still have the same issues you were having since nothing's been done yet. So you're going to be winded all the time. I would just make sure that you get like a 504 or something on file.
Yeah. Which, that's what she said to me, which I even told you my only problem with schooling is my bus stop, because in our neighborhood, I feel like our roads, like there's always like these big patches of like openness. And so where my bus stop was, there was like such a long in between like the streets and everything. Well, and my bus stop was like 3-4 streets down like this way, and then that doesn't even count me having to walk down the street, because mine's like one of the last streets.
Because here in should I say the county we live in here? Because the county sucks. I mean, they really suck.
I wouldn't say our county. That way people don't know what like area we live in.
Because if Florida is the twilight zone to me.
If you're from Florida, you would know what county sucks.
So like they don't pick kids up in front of their homes.
No.
So like I am from up north. I'm used to, you live in where you live, you go to schools that are close to your address. Like, now down here in this county, because I don't know about other counties in particular, but in the county that we reside in, they don't do that because they don't care if it's convenient or safe for the kids. They don't care about safety. They only care about what is more convenient and easier for them to schedule bus route wise. So they will give kids these bus stops that are like so far away from their homes. Did your thing cut out?
Yeah, but I don't understand because we literally recorded a 27-minute video for Wednesday's episode.
And you deleted it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not us having a regular conversation, just like on the podcast.
But no, so of course, like she would get winded and everything. And then of course, but even like your classes would be from one end of campus to the next in between, and then only 5-minute passing periods. So.
I would be booking it to classes because my classes were always on the opposite sides of like where my other classes were.
Yeah. So it's like, being tardy or late or anything like that. It's not right for it to count against you. And the thing is
if you're tardy and you don't have like a pass or something or a reason, like you get detention for that.
And I think, don't they say if you get like 3 tardies or something, it's equivalent to an absence or something like that? I don't know.
3 tardies.
Stupid policy, because stupid people are in charge here. in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's the Twilight Zone here. It's the Twilight Zone. I know even talking with an attorney, a DV attorney, this past week, domestic violence attorney, had a meeting. DCF referred us because DCF doesn't like doing their jobs in this county either.
Yeah, we learned that a lot of the times.
Yeah, they've never done their job. And they say that there are issues and that they have concerns with the other parent. But that since the kids
they'll sit there and say that there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, but since the kids come back home to me and that I am a safe parent and they don't have any concerns with me, then they won't do anything.
Can
because
you guys tell she's getting pissed?
Because as long as there's one safe parent and one good parent, they won't do anything for some reason. In this county only, by the way. Because the attorney that I met with was like, yeah, in other counties, the DCF agencies in the other counties, they've done injunctions for the protection of the kids, and I've only had to represent the parent because DCF's actually doing their job. And she's like, for some reason in this county they have like this one parent rule, and I was like, well, is it in the law somewhere? And that's why they do it in this county only. And she's like, no, it's not. They're just not doing their jobs. And she's like, you need to go ahead and make a complaint with the attorney inspector general's office and let them know that DCF just isn't doing their job. So yay me. So yes, when I mean adulting and being stressed,
that's kind of the thing.
That's just one of the many things.
Yeah.
So it's frustrating because people who are in these agencies that are supposed to be here to protect people, especially children, don't want to do their jobs.
Yeah, and then they question
and then
why
when
they're
people
not respected and stuff.
Yeah, then when people do get legitimately hurt or God forbid killed, they're like, "Oh, what happened? How were we to know?" And it's look at the history, look at the police reports, look at the medical records where kids were sent to the doctor injured. What? And you say you don't understand how this could happen? Really? Anyway, I digress. I don't want to get all up in it, but
yeah,
it's frustrating. It is so frustrating.
It is. It really is.
Well, the most frustrating part is the fact that since DCF isn't doing their job, and the police don't do their job either, he is now using that as proof in the family law court that there's no issue because look, nothing's ever been done against me. And then no, that's not proof that there's no issue.
That's proof that they don't do their job.
That these people who are supposed to be here to protect us are not doing their job.
And then they say
all these complaints have to be made.
Yeah, but then it's funny because the police department, they're like, oh, I'm not going to say the county. Yeah. They're like, we care about safety and stuff in this county. And it's like, well, clearly not with the stuff that you guys do.
Right. I mean, the sheriff's office, literally, when their dad literally threatened to kill them, said that, oh, well, he can discipline his children however he likes.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry,
that is not discipline. That is in Florida. Even a threat of harm like that is considered assault. Why did he not get arrested?
It's crazy because they teach us in school fake threats equal real consequences.
Yeah, they're arresting these kids who are making threats against schools and not doing anything, but yet they won't arrest a parent literally threatening to kill their kid. And by the way, guys, he literally told them how he was going to kill them, detailed it out. But yet the sheriff's office says, well, he can discipline however he
that's
wants.
not disciplining.
No, that's not disciplining. That's psychological and emotional torment and abuse. I mean, so anyway, I digress.
You said that last time and you're still going.
Okay, anyway, so
you can't get yourself in trouble.
I'm not going to get myself in trouble. Freedom of speech, guys.
Next, she's going to call out her judge's name.
Oh, I so want to call out our family law judge. She is She's the reason why a woman got murdered. She literally was the DV judge on the bench. And literally refused this woman a protective order against her abusive ex-husband. And what happened a few weeks later? Oh, the woman got murdered by her ex-husband. Did this judge get in any disciplinary thing? Nope. Didn't get in trouble. Did she show any remorse for how she handled that case? Nope. Did she get taken off the bench? Nope.
Is she currently still working?
Is she still residing over those family law and DV benches? Yes, she is. Does she do her methodologies any differently now because she was the reason someone got murdered? No, because she does not care. She does not care about the kids or the parents or any of the families that are under her. She only cares about telling people, well, I'm going to do this because I can do this. I have the power to do this. So I'm going to show you that I can control your life. That is our judge.
You okay?
I can't stand it.
Yes,
and the
we
people
know.
in this county are so incompetent. The clerk of the court has misfiled my paperwork multiple times to where it has literally affected my case negatively.
Guys, I think Lee needs a rant sesh episode.
I do.
She has a lot to say.
I mean,
literally spent so much of our time already.
It's frustrating. It is so
Maybe we can do an
frustrating.
episode on that.
Well, and it's funny because like so many people are like, well, how old are your kids? And they're at the age where the judge should be talking to them and letting them pick where they live. No, she refuses to talk to the kids. And plus, I've heard other people where she has talked to their kids that people can literally hear their kids crying from her chambers because she's like screaming and yelling at them. And she doesn't even change anything. She basically chastises these kids for wanting to live with one parent over the other. And so I've heard that I don't even want her to talk to the kids. So it's terrible. It is utterly terrible. And I really wish they were like other states where once they do reach a certain age, then yes, they can pick. Because it's not even their dad's parents who have money, and they're the ones that finance all of his legal stuff against
We are
me.
currently praying that they end up going bankrupt.
Like, it's crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah.
And it really is. When it comes to legal stuff, guys, it's whoever has the money. They can get away with anything. I'm telling you right now. Okay, I will end that.
I think it really depends on the state for that, but
I'm just, I've
okay.
been
You said you ended the rant sesh there for that, so we're ending that.
I will doodle. I'll do my doodles. I'll do my coping doodles.
Yes.
She makes fun of me because she's like, why are you drawing little squares with lines in them and this and that? And I'm like,
yes.
But no, I will.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating. We get that. Okay, end that, right? Closing book.
Oh, dating.
Yes. So, which I think this is more. I think we should put a poll on this. If I should go through with it or like no, cut it off, because of. Okay. Anyways, so. Anyways, like I was saying, so I don't know when it actually. Yes, I do. Let me pull up my phone since my phone's out of storage.
Oh yeah.
What day was this? Don't start going slow, Brownie. Don't you think about it.
So
this
wait.
was July 1st.
So wait, did you already share that you decided to go ahead and start talking to someone? Talking, not actually like dating.
Talking. Keyword in this. Talking.
Like getting to know each other better.
Yes. Talking stage. So this guy who I go to high school with, which he's been like trying to talk to me like ever since I added him back on Instagram. Mm-hmm. He's been like wanting to talk and everything. He's like, oh, we should talk more. And I just kind of like brushed it off. Like I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
And he's not really my type in a way. Like he's a good friend, but I don't like, he's not a type of friend that I would want to date. And so I was like, finally, like I agreed. We can talk. And so he's been very much acting like we're dating. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because so he asked, because obviously I came over here to film Wednesday's episode on Tuesday. Right. And he asked where I was going. I was like, oh, I'm going to like film a podcast episode. And he's like, oh, like when are we going to hang out? I'm like, oh, well, we can hang out anytime. Like, just let me know when you're free. And so we picked a day, which was next Saturday. And what we planned on was watching a movie.
Watching a movie, guys.
Movie. That is it. Watching a movie. And he's been trying, like, he's
like, oh, Netflix and chill.
Yeah, and for those of you guys who know what that means, like, that's what he's been, like, acting like more of. Trying to do more coupley things.
The secondary meaning to it, because when someone says Netflix and chill to me, I'm like, oh, yeah, let's binge a show. Like yeah, that's what I think. Of actually watching a show, getting some popcorn and snacks out, and, like, hanging out while you're enjoying a good show.
Yes.
Not what creepers make the term mean.
Yeah. And so he's been kind of like, well, what did he say?
He wanted to cuddle and stuff.
Yes, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so I even told him last night, I'm going to kind of skip ahead to the story and then I'll go back. I even messaged him. I was like, I don't think we should be doing coupley things considering we're not a couple.
You're not a couple, yeah.
I was like, that's just moving way too fast for me.
Right.
In my opinion. Mm-hmm. I mean, for those of you who like moving fast during a talking stage, that's you. That's just not me. I don't want to sit there and move. Because I've done that before. I've sat there and moved quickly through a talking stage. And I'm not trying to do that again. But no, before he messaged me yesterday, he was like, do you even want to watch a movie? Because he asked me what movie we were going to watch. I was like, oh, I don't know. And he's like, well, do you even want to watch a movie? I was like, well, what else would we do?
What else would you do if you're making plans to watch a movie? Yeah.
And that's when he was like, the cuddle and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, And then, but I didn't open up his message. And then he like texted me twice because I didn't respond to him, which I even told him before. I'm like, if I don't respond like within a few minutes, it's nothing personal.
Right. You're not on demand. I think I told you before, I told a guy who I was talking to a few years ago who expected immediate replies from me, which by the way, he knew I was a working full-time and single mother. And he like expected immediate replies. And I was like, excuse me, I am not Comcast. I am not on demand. Thank you very much.
She clocked him with that.
I just told him, I was like, you know what? This isn't going to work out. I was like, the best of luck to you.
And I do want to like I kind of want to cancel, but I would personally feel so bad if I like canceled on him.
I wouldn't.
I do, but I don't. And I don't even know what I would say.
What did he, like, you actually posted something. So he messaged you. You did not reply right away because you were on one of your social media apps posting something.
Yeah, I posted something to my story, which he messaged me because my social medias go on, like, sleep mode after, like, I think it's, like, maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. And
so I didn't even see that he messaged me until, like, we got off the phone because I was talking to you about it, too.
Yeah, I know.
And so that's when she's like, which I even told her, I was like, I'm scared. I was like, this is too stressful. Like, talking to somebody is too stressful for me.
Dating is stressful.
It is. And I said, my ex, I was like, talking to him wasn't stressful.
Yeah, because he wasn't, like, a creeper like that.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't, like, all about the
very intimate things.
But no, he messaged you and was like, oh, so you can post on your social media, but you can't text me back.
And I'm like,
and so that's what you sent me a screenshot of. And I was like, this guy is a walking red flag. Like,
which we're going to do an episode called On the Walking Red Flags.
Because, I mean, no, like, he knows what he's doing. Like, he is literally using manipulation as a tactic. He's trying to make you feel guilty for something you're not even doing wrong. To control you.
And it's like, well, if I don't want to sit there and talk to you and respond to you instantly and I want to wait hours to respond to you, I can.
Yeah, there's no obligation. Like, you're not dating or anything either.
And even if we were dating, it's like I don't have to respond to you instantly.
No.
It's like, well, because it's kind of like a preview, in my opinion, a preview of how the relationship would go.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course. And that's why, like, because, okay, a lot of my friends, like, would kind of criticize me when we were younger because I would not jump into relationships. I would talk to people for at least a good month or two before I would even like date, before we would even turn into like any kind of title. And it's like, no, like you have to know someone. And in my opinion, I do know that there are some people who like click right off the bat and get married after 1 week and like they're
but
married 50 years. I know that happens,
yeah.
but
I think it's very different if you're like dating your friend. Like one of my two of my friends are dating. Like I don't even think they went to like talking.
No, because
but that's because they've been friends for so long.
Yeah, they know each other well enough.
And it's like that's a bit different versus like meeting somebody new. Like, because I wouldn't even consider us as friends. Actually,
you were like acquaintances.
We
knew who each other were.
We went to school. We had a class together. He would talk to me here and there. But if anything, I talked to one of his friends more, which I even told you.
Yes.
I told you about this guy before. But actually, his friend is dating one of my friends. They're so cute together, though. But it's like, no, I talked to his friend more because his friend sat right behind me. So me and him would be, like, talking all class period. Like, me and his friend.
Yeah.
I was going to say something. I literally have a sign in my room that says his homie was hotter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yes.
But no, I do. Like, I don't blame you for wanting to cancel because he's made it very clear that he has other intentions for when you guys do hang out.
I know, because he also messaged me while I was over here. Are you gonna feel comfortable with what we're doing? And it's like, well, what would we be doing?
What would you feel uncomfortable with if you're just watching a movie and hanging out? Like what?
Yeah. So we need your guys' opinion. That's why I said we need to do a poll. Should I cancel?
Should you cancel? Yeah, I think you should. I mean, obviously he has different intentions and ideas, and then also, and he's
your
already
cousin
trying to control you.
Even your cousin was like.
I mean, yeah.
I don't remember if your cousin said I should cancel. I think I asked her.
And this is high school. Like, oh gosh.
I'm only a sophomore, guys.
Like this, and yeah, I know. And it's funny because, again, like I think we've mentioned this before. Like I always get asked by people like, oh, are you going to get out there and date again and maybe remarry? Why? Tell me why.
There's like no purpose.
Why would I do that? Like why? Because people are, in my experience,
unless you're literally codependent.
I mean, yeah, people like so far, I don't know, maybe I just have terrible luck. I don't know. But no, or now I notice red flags more.
I think you're more realistic versus other people. I feel like I'm not going to say all guys because not all guys are like this. Certain guys, like, I don't know how to describe it. They try and like figure out what you want and like just like play this fantasy character.
Yes.
It's like I feel like that's why you're more realistic. You can see through that.
Yeah, and well, I mean, and just dealing with all of the other stuff with my ex-husband and everything. Like I notice these red flags more so now than I did when I was younger.
And I feel like you're more of like I want to take care of my kids first.
Yeah, and that is one of the big reasons why I didn't really date. And I haven't really dated because I was afraid of, which again, I mean, some of these guys showed,
jealousy of your
jealousy.
Kids.
Yeah. I didn't want to date someone and then be jealous that my kids were getting more attention than them because their dad had already said that even when we were married, like that he was jealous of our kids because they got all of my attention. And it's like, well,
they're literally
what
babies.
Do you expect?
It's like,
but I mean, he said that a lot too, like that he was jealous of the kids. And so I was afraid of someone coming in and trying
experiencing
to
that again,
dictate and trying to take my attention away from my kids because I'm sorry, but my kids are my number one priority. They're always going to be my number one priority.
Yeah. Which I think that's how it should be for like any mom, like
any adult is capable of taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
Your kids need you.
So, not any mom, even dads.
Yes, yeah.
Which that bothers me
parent,
so much because I've seen videos where it's like, because it's like skits of like things they experience, like when like people are like, "Oh, that's so nice of your husband to babysit your kid." They're not babysitting. That is your kid.
They're the dad. They should be helping. They should be like taking
it's like
care of
where's
their
that
kid.
praise for moms too,
right,
when they have to sit there and take care of their kids.
Yeah, but no. So I was afraid that someone would come in and get jealous of the boys, and that or even the boys get jealous of them, and so it's like, you know what? No, like my kids are my priority.
I don't think your boys would be jealous because they would be like, haha, I got my mom's attention and you don't.
My kids know that they are my priority.
Yeah.
So I don't think they would ever feel threatened like that, especially since they're older now.
They would be like,
they
listen,
understand everything more.
I would be here before you would be.
Yeah,
like, that's exactly how they would be.
My kids are pretty much well aware of the fact that, like, if there were an issue with anyone I would even date or be with, that they'd be like, I hope you know she's gonna boot you if I say one bad thing.
Literally.
Like, so
they'd be like, try me.
Right.
I can get you out of here in 2.5 seconds.
But yeah, so we are coming up to our limit that we have given ourselves. So, but yeah, so we'll put a poll in and we'll ask our listeners if they think you should cancel or not. I am pro cancel.
I'm also pro cancel, but I want other opinions
my cousin
too.
You spoke with said pro cancel. But yeah, we'll put a poll in
I feel like
here.
your mom would say pro cancel.
Probably.
I feel like your mom would be like, what the?
Yeah.
And like I already see your mom.
If Brownie and them could talk, they'd tell you to cancel.
Look, Brownie's looking over here. She's like, cancel.
Like, what? You said my name. But all right. That's right. Okay, guys, our next show is going to be about our most recent web browsing history and why we looked that up.
Search history.
But all right, well, we will go ahead and get off of here. Go ahead, check out our website at adocpodcast.com as well as our
social media. We're on Instagram and TikTok, ADOC Podcast.
All right, we will see you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.